Hey, how you like to have your daughter introduce you, huh? Hey, for those you call yourself a builder, can you build your son or your daughter? It's not a cocky talk. I mean that. And in my talk, first of all, you're probably going to hear a very boring talk today. I know there's emotion run high, but this is Monday morning talk, 3 days from now. The excitement of the convention wear off, and you sit in the office. Hopefully, you sit in the office, and the reality face you. So I have some message for you. And I must say that, all the record that Alicia showed to me, to all of you is, it doesn't come overnight. It's a 38-year of consistent work. Nothing special. It's something that we confident, we believe to it, and we work for it. Last convention, we talked with you about the Ferrari and the Toyota. So every year, I continue to give you a different version of Toyota talk. No, I want to be very business-like to you because it's Monday morning now. And you look at this business, you have to have a strong belief that you can do it. And is that worth it for you to put your effort into it? And the question is that a person that look like you, look like me, for example, does not look like a perfect person, and average and ordinary people. Can a common person do this business? And I want you to listen carefully. I love the people high achiever, and I always want to be. But I build a business not only the superstar. I want to build a business, and out of the 70-something people who make $1 million, I must say that they are pretty normal people. And that's, in essence, is this business is all about. And I also want to give you a reality picture from what I see, and I think you probably see it, is that we recruit every year roughly about 200,000 people. Isn't it? And by the law number, we're going to bump into some incredible human being, super high achiever, of people with special situation, of special talent, of special circumstance. So the odds is always high that every year we have pretty amazing people. But on the out of 200,000 people like that, we also have 180,000 who is 190,000 or maybe about 200,000 almost, those people like average and ordinary. And that's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about how people like us can do this business. And then many of you sitting here, I think that like you, I sit there and I'm wondering, can I do this business? Not only the Monday, but the Tuesday, the Wednesday, and the Thursday. And that is when you're lonely yourself and when the world leaving you behind, And all the excitement gonna wear off very quickly because you're gonna face adversity and you face reality. And so the convention, WFG, and I organize convention also. Next week I have another convention in Dallas. I know that we have an obligation to recognize the top performer. But every time I recognize a top performer, I want a little guy out there knows that you can do that. Maybe you cannot do like this guy, but you can do it somewhat and you still achieve your goal. So a lot of people may think, well, you are bashing the superstar. You're smarter than that. You know, I'm here to build it big. I know that I want to build things with tens of thousands of people or 100,000 people. I want to do the billion and 2 billion and more. You know, I want to educate 30 million people. We want to be more inclusive. I want to be more into focus on simplicity and doable and duplicatable. And I love the business of working people, helping people, or in other words, building people. And you can look to everyone who join you and you say that we have a proven system that can help everyone who wants to succeed. If you bring your heart here, you don't have to have special skill or talent, but we can work with you every step of the way until you become successful. And I like to have a system like that. And I want to work hard to prove that we have that system for you. I am a system builder. I am a system builder. I build a business 100% relying on a system can duplicate people. I believe in everything in my heart that people can be built and massive people can be built through a system. And, can I have the slide up there? Oh, you guys see it? Oh, one slide, so you can remember easy. You don't have to bring talent. You don't have to bring anything. All you have to do is bring a discipline to this business. Normal discipline is not some super duper discipline. You don't have to read 20 books or self-improvement, or you don't have to pay some incredible course to do this business. Yes, you can do it if you just have normal discipline. The discipline that you always have when you go to school, show up on time, do some homework, listen to your teacher. That's simple. No nonsense. Nothing to hype up, nothing to be sad about. The discipline that you go to work and do an honest day work. So first to talk about, when I talk this, I remember very, very special conversation or code between Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett. They say, sir, your way of investment is so simple. Why so many people don't want to duplicate that or don't copy that? And Mr. Buffett say, well, because nobody want to get rich slow. So you want to be fast, right? You want to be big, right? You're one of those guys who go to see Warren Buffett and say, show me what a hot stock. Hold a superstar stock. You know what Warren's philosophy of building is simple. Find a good company run by good people. And you expect that thing grow for the long term. This is WFG that I see. And ask those good people. And in fact, a lot of superstar is recruited and happen to be built by normal people like that. Because by the large number, you're gonna find somebody. But then you cannot build this business by a high barrier. You gotta build this business by everyone can go through this barrier. You have to have a lowest common denominator so that you can build. You know, I will tell you that every human being have a place in the sun. You know, my first sale was the most scary moment in my life. You know, I wish the appointment canceled. You know, I drive the people home. I hope that the light is off. And I get in. They stare, and I do a horrible presentation. My hands trembling, my voice stuttering, and the guy buy. And later on, I asked, why the hell you buy a guy like me? And he answers that, idiot, you look so scary. You're like a chicken. And the reason I buy because I see you so miserable. And a guy like you, I know that whatever you say, you tell the truth. So I trust you. So for those of you who, some reason, like me or like many other people who feel like you don't got what it takes, come on, wake up. There's always a place in WFG for you. Now let me talk about discipline. Don't talk about like some incredible human being. Just don't go to the gym and look at the guy who are like Arnold Schwarzenegger and then feel depressed. Go there to be a healthy body. So personal discipline is just be reasonable. Discipline. You want to make money. You want to make your job pay you, let's say $8,000 a month. You want to make $4,000. Put half the effort. Put your job. Put 4 hours. Your job pay 8 hours. Make 8,000. Put 4 hours. You cannot put in 1 hour and want to make $4,000. Or you cannot go to work sometime and expect make money. It doesn't work that way. You can do it on a regular basis. In fact, we overpay you. Most of you there's a, I mean, nowadays, I don't know what happened with people, but maybe they watch enough those social media and they think everything have to be very fast. You know, well, most people nowadays, they go invest, they want the money double overnight. So that's why they never want to invest with Warren Buffett. So just like many people never want to listen to the turtle talk. Be disciplined, personal discipline. It's all about good, honest day work. Just be normal. You don't have to be somebody you are not. Just going out, share people some honest talk. Share, people ask, teach me how to. I don't know, there's nothing, I don't know how to teach you. If I know how to teach you, I write say this line, and you recruit everybody. I mean, even today, I recruit quite a few guys, they still say no to me. And for a lot of people, you know, they always try to find some fastest way. When I go to this convention, every time I feel kind of sad to some people for some reason. They just come in and ask, tell me what one thing that I can do this thing. No, there's no one thing. I don't know who tell you to do that, but I tell people who work with me, you know, I'm good, but not that good. I'm not a miracle guy. I'm not a magician. This is a nasty, go to work daily, just like everybody. You have to face a lot of challenge. You have to face no, and then you get some yes. Just like everybody else. You gotta love the repetition. You gotta love the normal things every day. The personal discipline comes from that part. Keep doing the things over and over every day. And next is the base shop. Few people have that personal discipline. You know why you don't have personal discipline? Because the way you think about a business is totally wrong. You want it fast. You want it quick. You are so impatient about yourself. And most important, you probably don't believe in this business. That's why you're so impatient. And that's why you don't have that personal discipline. Everything out there in life, if you have a job, you know that you don't get advanced to your job overnight. You go to school, you know that you don't get to the top of the school overnight. It takes time. Working with someone takes time. Working on yourself takes time. It's not a one-day thing. Some of you jump from one leader to the others. You know, some people, I say, oh, you know, my upline not very good. I want to change the upline. You know what? You change upline, but you don't change. That upline cannot do anything about you. I have a lot of want to talk about those stuff. You know, you're lucky. You belong to a great upline. I don't know, I born a wrong star. Why you give me to this guy? My upline don't look like me. I'm a yellow guy. My upline look like a purple guy. Can I change the purple hierarchy? Bunch of fool. Hey. I worked 38 years to be able to talk like this. Especially, I'm a grumpy old man, so. Maybe I jump a little bit ahead about talk about this thing. About diversity and unity. We celebrate diversity here, but you gotta know that diversity cannot overcome unity. Many people here go to this, you look in the wrong way. I remember when I started, man, when I was nobody ever come to me, and one day my number up there, and they going out recruit, everybody look like Vietnamese. And anybody will have Xuan, I have a guy in same last name like you. Can you talk to this guy for me? And I talk, and guess what? The guy don't join. And if the guy don't join, they don't last anyway. Do you know, I tell you, do you know how many wins I have don't last? That I know more Vietnamese die under me than many other guys, and I have more Filipino dying under Filipino, and I have, I don't want to name, but every leader, there's so many people, try to, this is for builder only talk, okay? Because I see a lot of people play on that, or you lack of understanding, and you say, because this guy well connect to me, or they have the same color like me, then he can help me. Well, you are digging your own hole. Because you already set the little vision for your future, your team future. Because you always condition that only people in this kind of group can work together, and you're exclusive, so you're no longer inclusive. And you know what? The biggest sin is that you lack of understanding. Somebody don't explain to you that someday you're going to recruit someone who's going to be different color than you. And that guy going to read, you are a yellow guy, you're going to get a purple guy, the purple guy going to get another pink guy, and the pink guy going to get a brown guy. And if the brown guy say, I cannot work with a bunch of purple or pink or whatever, I want to go to brown guy, what your business going to look like? So stop freaking that idea. Now you can go back to the transfer again now. Hey, you know what, WFG, they have that limitation, but I'm an independent contractor. I can say anything I want. Anyway, maybe this is my last talk or something. You know, it's not easy to stand up here. You know what? Last year they gave me 10 minutes, and this year they say 50 minutes. So 5 minutes more. But I'm cheating because I think Angelo wanted to fix last year, so now he put me in the last one. So I'm closing this one, so. I buy you a sushi, man. Let's say if you overcome your personal discipline and you do begin to do well, and in fact, many of you got to trap into your personal game. Some of you is gonna become so good about personal, whether you're personal recruit or personal sale, usually mostly personal sale, and you're trapped to it. And many people I saw in the business, the discipline is limited to just personal, and because you don't have a base shop discipline. Because it's a different game. Very strong person. There are many people in this business, I think they stop right there, and they struggle with the base shop. Because base shop is another business. Because there's the industry out there is mostly personal discipline. But this business is starting at the next level of base shop discipline. A base shop requires that you have to do what the base shop need to do. Now, if you're a cook, then you're personal. But you run a restaurant, then you have to have a base shop discipline. You have to be, I always say this, if you're a full-time guy, you're an SMD, and you don't show up at 8 o'clock in the morning at your office, then you have no base shop discipline. And you have a staff also, you should be. Well, why 8 o'clock? Well, discipline, because you go to work someone, you show up 7:30. So I didn't ask you anything more than that. Okay, 9 o'clock, is that okay? No, 9 o'clock for the loser. Because if you go to work someone, you show up 9 o'clock, they fire you. So many of you don't have the base shop discipline. By the time you show up 10 o'clock and your hires flip out some of the email or some of the stuff, it's 12 o'clock, at time to lunch already. You have to be there at 8 o'clock, sitting there the first half an hour and begin to plan for the next 10 hours. It takes half an hour to plan for the day. And many people show up too late to plan anything. You're not prepared to build a base shop. You're not serious about the base shop. And then you go to base shop, you have to plan it out, and you have to write down everything before you forget what I need to do today. Who I gonna talk to? Who we just recruiting? Who would I assign work? Who have to contact? Base shop need a different discipline. Personal discipline is, many people I saw that they work so hard, they get the production up to a certain point, they think, I'm got it, I'm above everybody, and you stop right there, but you never get to the base shop discipline. And then after that, what about system discipline, which is about team discipline? Many of you are stuck in the very shop game. A discipline means is that a base shop running, and you run is not only you have that base shop discipline, but that base shop, the main purpose, the base shop purpose, the purpose of the base shop discipline is duplication. So that you can build. And if you over long run and you don't build a team, people that can duplicate what you do. If you have such a high bar, it's not always easy for people to duplicate. If you are so perfect, and a little guy may not be able to duplicate you, take it easy. Because you don't just have the Ferrari, you have a lot of turtle, you have a lot of Toyota in your organization. You gotta build a big organization. And then the last is we call the life discipline. Your life in the business and your life of the business have to be the same. And also, whatever you talk up here is gonna be what you heard on stage, what you do on stage have to be in the same thing when you do off stage. You cannot tell people to work hard, but you are not. You cannot tell people to save money, but you are not. You cannot tell people manage your money, and you're not. You know, I tell my wife, when I travel, you have two choices when a kid asks you. Either you can answer, where's daddy's go? And you can say, I don't know, he's go to work somewhere. Or you can say, dad is going out and work with some teammate to help family. You have two choices. Because whatever we do here in the business, the family have to be in. I must say that I'm not crediting anything about Alicia, but she's a product of business, and family is always the same thing. You have to make an effort to have your family and your business and anything you do in your life the same way. You don't have to change the two different positions in business or in front of the team or without the team. The same way you do with the team, the same way you do your business, the same way you do with family, the same way you do with your brothers, your sister. You have to be the same. And that is difficult. You know, you don't forget where you come from. When you will see your friend, your family, your old friend, they're gonna see you the same person. Money don't change you. When Alicia make $1 million, when she get to whatever position she is, she get to SCBC, and people ask, Go Street asked me, what do you think about Alicia? I think she's, for my standards, she's doing okay. I have 4 staff. I say, look, first thing I want to look at if she work hard. Number 1. Well, it's funny that it's hard to find people who work hard, especially for a person like her who grew up. By the time she grew up, I do it pretty well financially. And then she do this business, And whoever work with her know how high the level that she work at. But the second thing, I want to find out, I say, if she passed this test, is she grounded? Is she humble? Because money may change her. But luckily, so far, she doesn't change that much. The third thing is she's a system builder. Because if she want to go far, she have to become a system builder. A person who build business with a predictable system. For many of you here who come here today, look at the business is a very doable business. And I want to analyze to some of you who come here, you look at opportunity. First of all, you can start with us with this opportunity, but opportunity won't last too long. For those who look opportunity, it will be short-lived because opportunity is just the initial stage of the business. You have, and the second phase is some of you are going to get licensed and you see this a career, a profession, you can last a bit longer. But the third phase, you have to treat this thing like a business, like any other business, and apply every other business standard into this business, which means that most business, they work more than 8 hours a day. This is normal. You have to mindful about your business. You have to be on your business all the time. I see guys who go to business and they don't make money like us. They don't have a team like us. Every time they take a vacation, they take a month. Or 3 weeks. If you have a business, can you go 3 weeks? You go back, you open a restaurant. After 3 weeks, you go back. You lost all the lobster, the chicken, and you lost the whole kitchen. So you have to treat this thing like business. But the business can come and go too. There were times you get the business is long-lasting up to a certain point until you find the meaning in the business, the purpose of the business, and then it lasts forever. So start with us, give yourself a chance with the opportunity, but as quickly as possible, improve your personal discipline and start building the base shop and turn into this thing like career for you and start to make some good monies. But then you gotta focus on building an organization and treat it like a business, put all the money and reinvest in the business just like any other business, and then find a purpose why do this business. We do this thing for 38 years. It's a purpose, it's an end, that the level of the person that keep us this long and continue to keep us forever. You know, 38 years, but I believe that we can continue to do for a long, long period of time because there is no better place than this business. We have a mission that to turn this one to become not one of those things that people don't understand or a peculiar business, but to have a mission to turn this thing as something we are very proud of. Someday, they look into this thing, they can see this is a very, very good business, and it have a sense of purpose because every good and big business have that purpose, and WFG is the business of the future. Thank you very much.